Penn State Extension has been at the forefront of everything that we've done. They are our go-to partner when it comes to urban forestry.
If you have a question about a tree or about a forest, go to Penn State Extension, because they'll be able to give you the answer and give you the guidance that you need just to make wonderful things happen.
Together with our staff and then with Extension, we're able to actually strengthen and work within communities and work with stakeholders given the breadth and size of their scope within Extension.
Pittsburgh looks to Extension as a resource that not only brings technical expertise to the table, but also brings a really great reputation as an institution that's been thriving in the Commonwealth for decades, and they bring a whole army of academic research behind them. So they're just a natural partner for anybody involved in community forestry.
The reason why we look to Penn State has to be just because of the solid, stellar reputation that Penn State has. And we rely upon that level of expertise to guide us through the multiple facets and questions of different techniques and stuff that we utilize on a regular basis.
So what's really wonderful about the Extension Urban Foresters is that they are connected with Penn State, because that's where there's a lot of research happening, and it gives them access, and therefore me access, to the latest information in science about the care and planting of trees.
So recently I was driving around my neighborhood and noticed some major decline in a very large mature oak tree in a park. And I knew exactly who to call. I called our extension forester, and he was able to get us the help that we needed to come out, take a sample, and diagnose the problem so that we as a community could get ahead of it and hopefully save the tree.
The Urban Forestry Extension has been focused on what's going on in Pennsylvania. I think that's important because in urban forestry and the tree resource, what happens in Pennsylvania is completely different than maybe even happens in Ohio or West Virginia or something like that. Penn State Extension recognizes that, and so a lot of their information is really based on Pennsylvania and the region you're living in.
We have a shared vision, shared goals as far as forestry in managing and protecting the resource long term, and then also connecting with folks. When we needed to really focus on getting presentations or conferences, we were not able to do in-person events. Extension was just there and ready, and they had the skills and ability and the formats in place to be able to do that.
Well, trees are an integral part of the entire picture for us. It draws people to our community. When people come, they see the entire package. And it's one of those kinds of programs that actually sets us apart from what we believe a lot of other communities would like to emulate.
Extension is a big contributor to the Pendle ISA Symposium that we have every year in Pennsylvania, and safety is one of the programming things that we do try to really hit hard.
So when you're getting an extension forester to help you, you know that that extension forester has an army of brain power behind them. So I think that's what really sets the university apart, different than any corporate consultant. They just have a lot more to bring and offer.
We were doing a lot of innovative things in State College, but it was something that should be related to other communities surrounding State College. And so we were able to bring in speakers and discuss a lot of issues that were pertinent to everybody in this region. I think that was a very important aspect of what Extension did for us.
So that value that Penn State Extension brings in having that research background and being able to tie in the educational aspects as well. In forestry, we're not always the best at doing outreach or connecting or really focusing on education. We're focused on the science, but Extension does a great job of taking the science and connecting it to people and connecting it to communities, and that's really valuable for us.
And I feel like Penn State Extension taught communities throughout the state and in my particular area especially how to take care of and plant trees on their own. They always provide great information that is technical but geared toward the average person. Don't just hand us a tree, show us how to nurture it and make it grow to its potential. And that is what the Extension Urban Foresters do.
Ever since the organization started, Penn State Extension has been there supporting the organization, helping as a guest educator, helping us to develop programs, just being there when we needed, always answering our call. And it feels good knowing that we have them there as a resource anytime we need them.